can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
At the 31.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Off play action. Logan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Logan, and he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Now they try the right side here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun, Logan airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Logan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Zip him up.
Chase on. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's second down.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, it's Tua. Open man, it's Preston Williams. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third and long, it's Tagovailoa. And he's got his man on the end route, complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now a handoff looking right. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Back at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Logan. Fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency to do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Dancing to his left. Check down to Breida. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
You hungry?
He's going to bring up 4th down.
Go get a snack.
A gain of 2 there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They got the interception with very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that will continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Logan. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Logan.
What is that?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down on the play.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. And the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Cameron. Cameron Lane. Cameron Lane.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Space to maneuver at the 40.
Come on, man. They can't catch me. I got 95 speed, man.
Jaguars, 64 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Pollard.
Come on, moving off the ball.
Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Come on, Chark, if you just block.
8-yard line. 2 yards is all they get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
Man, Chark, if you just block.
And that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. Yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones not having balls go through goalposts.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Dolphins.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Once again, they run with Breed on first down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well.
What y'all doing?
A lot going on here in week 1. He'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
It's a game.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's 2.
What is that?
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Hawk
Cameron
as he's on to punt for Miami. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
I said, Cameron, what you doing?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half.
What happened?
Can they put something together here, trying to take that lead into intermission?
Why are you mad?
I think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity to push it downfield. It's a tie game.
Your truck is open?
Yeah, and then close it.
You got that in your back pocket.
Close it?
Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Okay. Cameron. Did you go get a snack? Where your treat at? I thought you went to go get a treat. Cameron. Not right now. Not right now, Daddy. Can't play right now. So you got a pee-pee?
No.
Alright, I can't play right now, okay? Go get a treat.
Okay.
Who you yelling at?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside.
Ooh, the boy coming.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Logan, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. He's got a man, complete. And he will go out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A big play there just before halftime, and even 40 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Logan. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Logan, and he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Love the idea to love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
To throw on third down, Logan. He's going to let it go again. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Logan's pass intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
It's 2nd and inches.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, Tagovailoa. They'll set up a screen for Breida.
Come on, man. He ain't even doing nothing.
Going out of bounds.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run with Breida. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now it's Breida. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it.
Come on!
On the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Oh,
he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
This is Breida.
Come on!
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. On play action, here's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa, and that will be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. 31 yards on the punt there. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give.
There you go.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. In this situation, give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Off the play fake. Logan, he'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard.
I mean,
At the 21 after a short gain of 2. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel
He ain't even trying.
On 3rd down, Logan. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
I'm tired of niggas catching 95 in speed, man. I'm tired of it.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 48 yards. 15-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run with Pollard. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
Exactly right about that, and wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Taken from about the 12. A dangerous return man showing it here.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now.
You're not finna get nothing on me, bro.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dolphins 3.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I wish we could have kept going.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Jerome Baker in on
Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 10. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. A lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
brings up 2nd and 2 at the 2-yard line.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they try the right side here. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
He'll look to throw right away.
He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Cameron, come here.
Yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Cameron.
4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
16 yards. 1st down, Miami.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. 2 and a throw again. It's double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will bring this across midfield.
What you mean?
49-yard line.
Nigga.
Talking about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here, and you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Oh, me, man. What I look like?
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To throw on 2nd down. Logan. Now they
I ain't even try.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Caroline, come here.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back.
Come here.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Shit.
And Boswell has this.
What you doing?
Left, no good. He missed it left, and this score will stay right.
Did you get a snack?
Now this one now not over yet, Charles.
No, you
got
didn't.
a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Hey, I want to watch, babe. I want to watch P-Funk Shapes. P-Funk Shapes.
Second down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
You got PP?
Any rush offensively.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Dad, I want to watch P.J. Masks.
Hold on. Hold on, son.
P.J. Masks.
Okay, hold on. You finna get a spank.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give.
What you want?
I want something.
Game there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. It's going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Jaguars, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon saying so long, everybody.
Hey everybody, we're back with Dr.
doctor.